At Community Renewal, we believe one very simple thing, that communities rest on a foundation of relationships, and the health of those relationships determines the outcome of those communities. What we are really trying to do with Community Renewal is help people remember who we are as human beings. And so our We Care team makes that visible in our community. And it's just a very simple idea. We're asking people to adopt as a mantra for their lives, we care, period. Not we care if you look like me or talk like me or vote like me or worship like me. We care, period. If you're a human being, you deserve to be loved and cared for.
It's fantastic to just be walking down Main Street and see all the red shirts show up on a Wednesday, or to see the signs that are up at different businesses, to see the signs in front of people's yards, and then to realize it's not just about, oh, I have this sticker or I have this badge on, but I really buy into this idea of being an integral part of my neighborhood and my community.
We've been block leaders since day one. Our block really does a lot of the things that Community Renewal talks about. Everybody looks out for each other. It's nice if you can trust your neighbors and, everybody gets along great.
The more people know each other, the more they care about each other. I really think all this is going to really start showing up in just the fabric of our community. It's not just how do we live in this community, in this neighborhood and make it nice, but how do we go outside of our box and make sure that we're inviting others in and around our neighborhood to be a part of our lives and us to be a part of their lives.
What does it look like to become the good human beings that we need for our world to get better? And that's what birthed We Care Campus. We worked with around 2,200 area kids to help them see a better pathway forward for their future.
Whenever our friends in red come, they flock to them and give them hugs, and they know that when Michael comes in that he's checking on them and he wants to know because he cares, because he's known some of them since first grade and they're in fifth. So the fact that their relationships that they build with him and that they know that they really care about them is huge.
I've seen a lot of growth in my attitudes, because from my freshman year, from when I started in this class, I was fighting all the time. I was getting suspended all the time and getting expelled. I don't even feel the need to fight as often. I don't let as many people get to me as I let get to me back then.
The bridge that we're building with We Care from elementary to middle school. And so we were able to go over and do enrollment and introduce them from this person and introduce them over to Rachel at the middle school and let him know that that's her person now, that's her safe person at the middle school, that we're trying to build a chain from elementary to middle school to high school.
We have built 2 friendship houses that exist in some of our neighborhoods that are experiencing some challenges. And we move a staff member into those neighborhoods, not to tell people how to make their lives get better, but to be their friend.
A friendship house is an intentional living space that a family moves into in an underserved or low-trust community. So our house looks very similar to yours, but the other half is a giant community space used for programs for Community Renewal, as well as a space that the neighborhood can rent out for their own things like baby showers, birthday parties, family reunions, and other things.
The community friendship house has really helped us out a lot. As far as getting me to and from work, that was amazing because I didn't really have the funds to do that. And my son loves the after school programs. And of course my little one can't wait to join him, but he's getting there. Then I'm gonna send her when she gets older.
And so one of the really cool things that the Friendship House gets to do is to remind people that you're not alone. That when you have a hard season, when you have a hard day, there is someone in your neighborhood that if you knock on the door or you send them a text or give them a phone call, that they'll pick up and they'll care about you.
Most of us are not satisfied with the way our world is working right now. We feel it in our bones. If relationships are strong in our families, in our businesses, in our houses of worship, in our halls of government, communities thrive. If we pay attention to relationships that we come in contact with, be intentional about it, we can move past these things and create the kind of community that we all want to be a part of and live in. And that's what we're going to do.